Yes. Okay, so let me tell you why it was so hard to leave. Because I had my kids so young. I was in this whole, I had kids out of wedlock. I had kids young. I want my kids to be in a two-family household because I've always been told that a two-family household is better for kids. It makes them healthy, blah, blah, blah. I was listening to what everybody else was saying and not with what I needed. So I was depressed and mad the whole relationship. I was getting beat up all the time, but I stuck because I wanted my kids to have a two-parent household. The day that it changed for me was the day he put me in the hospital, and he broke my nose. I had a black eye, I had a concussion, fractured my ribs, and the nurse came in the room and she said, the same person who do this to you will have to raise your kids if you don't get your shit together. And that light bulb went off in my head like never before. Like, it wasn't anybody telling me, oh, you can do better. Yeah, I was talking to guys, but I always wanted my kids to have that two-parent household. 2 weeks after that last fight we had, I packed my shit. I took $185 and I moved to Atlanta and took a nanny job. The people had been asking me and I kept putting it off and kept putting it off. After that, I said, yep, I can take the job, and I did a live-in job. That was the best thing I've ever did in my life, was stepped out on faith and said, F it. I wanted better for me. I wanted better for my kids, and I stopped listening to what everybody else was telling me I needed to do to survive with my kids. I started doing what God was telling me to do, because for so long I was just listening to what everybody around me, my family and all of them, well, ain't nobody gonna want nobody that already got kids. And I had that in my mind for so long, I actually thought it was true. But that light bulb went off, and baby, I ain't looked back. 16 years I've been in Atlanta. It's hard, but it's worth it. I promise you it is. It is so worth your peace, being there for your kids, being there for your family, teaching your kids examples. You want to teach your daughter an example of how a man is supposed to positively love her. You want to teach your son how a man is supposed to love a woman. And that's what I wanted, and that's what I got.